Well, a very pleasant good evening. It's time for Startup Talk right here on WPSL 1590, the talk of the Treasure Coast, and WSTU 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station. And a very pleasant good evening to you, Mr. Tom Kindred.
Good evening to you, Greg. Everything all right with you?
Doing fine, yeah.
And I want to welcome everyone to another segment and installment of Startup Talk, the show designed to assist and help Treasure and Research Coast residents who want to start, grow, or accelerate their business. And as I always say, what a great place it is to own and operate a business along the beautiful Research and Treasure Coast. We will spend time during our hour this evening to highlight and create awareness regarding the very powerful and robust business assistance and support programs which exist right here in our community at our very own Indian River State College. I am Tom Kindred, and I am the Regional Director for the Small Business Development Center here along the Treasure Coast. Our show today is powered by the Small Business Development Center and our good friends down at Port St. Lucie Printing. So, yep. Greg, everything all right with you this evening?
Everything's all well at Express Press, and they're in for another 6 months. So,
okay.
Hey, we're ready to rock and roll. And just whenever you see that little red car going up and down US 1, it says Express Printing, think of Startup Talk.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I'll look for the red car.
There you go.
Greg, we have got a very timely show this evening. I want to... Yes,
called Disaster Talk? Is that what it is?
Well, we could. Maybe we could change the name to Business Disaster Talk. But tonight we've got with us one of our SBDC consultants who works in the area of business continuity. He is a specialist in that area, and that is Mr. Dick Cantner. Welcome to the show, Mr. Cantner.
Thank you, Tom. Pleasure to be here this evening.
Yes, and we also have a very special guest who, obviously, with her schedule and with all that's going on, she's not going to be able to spend the entire hour with us, but that's why I want to get started and hear from her. But we have with us Mrs. Morgan McCord, who is the press secretary for the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. Welcome, Ms. McCord.
Thanks, Tom. It's great to be on tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Now, as everybody's heard and everybody knows, they've read in the paper, they've heard in the media. Obviously, we've had some big things happening in our area environmentally because of the Lake Okeechobee discharges. And while it is obviously a very significant and impactful environmental issue, many may not really immediately connect this to the business community. But there are a number of businesses, and we're going to talk about some of them, but that could be adversely affected by these discharges. Just like hurricanes, these natural disasters can have an adverse effect on businesses. So when you think about our local community, think about fishing, charter, and guide services. Think about the bait and tackle shops, the dive shops, the kayaking rentals, the marinas, the ecotourism businesses, and obviously the restaurants and hotels could potentially all be affected by what's going on in our lagoon.
I was talking to one of the tour boat operators who said, we're afraid that some of the splash will get into the boat and onto our customers.
Right. So again, while it's easy in our marketplace, we all remember the hurricanes of 04 and 05, and the obviously the tremendous impact those natural disasters had on business. But a lot of people again don't connect this Lake Okeechobee discharge with business, but we have some folks that could be again negatively affected through these discharges. So. This is the reason we have Ms. McCord with us this evening to talk about this because, and certainly she is the expert, so I'm not going to even try to deal with all the agencies and all the great support work that they're doing. I'm going to let her kind of answer some of those questions. But Morgan, let's kind of get started with you quickly here this evening because I know you're pressed with all that's going on. But talk to me first, I guess, Morgan, about the Department of Economic Opportunity. Just give us an overview, purpose, mission of the department.
Absolutely. So the Department of Economic Opportunity is the state agency that's responsible for everything from workforce development programs and community development resources to business support in the state of Florida. We are working every day at DEO to make Florida the best place in the nation to live, to work, to play, and most importantly, to grow a business.
All right. Now, obviously, you're